Oke, untuk ngerjain Yaemiko, story quest-nya Yaemiko harus nyelesain story quest-nya Raiden dulu yang kedua. Yang pertama juga sih, pertama dulu, kedua baru Yaemiko. Oke, let's see. Ayo Raiden, apa yang terjadi padamu dan juga si puppetmu. Aku gak mau spoiler, kayak aku mau ngerjain sekarang langsung. Oke. Concerning the sacred sakura. Please, Myoyo, don't give a D word. Aku baru saja mulangin servantnya, friendnya, ya itulah, if you know what I mean. Dan masa iya langsung D word gitu kan, janganlah. Meskipun aku sebenarnya tahu sih kalau Raiden sendiri tuh, Raiden ya, sendiri tuh udah nggak punya physical form di world ini, yang berarti andai kata dia mengalahkan Shogun lalu what happened to her? Kalau misal Shogun kayak dimusnahkan.
Traveling to other worlds is all that anyone seems to be writing about these days. Goodness knows what they find so disappointing about their own world.
Are you done? Are you done? Oke. Udah, langsung aja. Ayo.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission, and after careful consideration, we believe that
the traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right?
As always, yeah.
Indeed,
as
ever.
ever.
I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help?
Karena itu berhubungan dengan Raiden. I love her so much. Then yes, my pleasure. Tapi aku sebagai orang yang realistis, aku pasti bakalan tanya compensation-nya apa.
Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission. Apparently, Rift Towns are attacking the roots of the sacred sakura nearby Mount Yogo in great numbers.
Emang ada refund di sana?
Rift Towns? On Narukami Island?
Iya. Sejak kapan dia pindah dari Surumi ke Narukami?
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from. But this time, they are attacking in alarming numbers with great aggression and a clear target. The sacred sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. I trust you are aware of this already?
I believe I understand. Amazing. I believe I understand.
Good. Then you can see that this case is very urgent indeed.
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred sakura's root system is vast and complex, and faced with the unpredictability and scale of the Rift Town's attacks, they are finding it difficult to defend against them. Their main priority is to protect the civilian population, so they are actively looking to cooperate with all other available forces to eliminate the monsters. The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts to combat the Rift Towns has failed to substantially ameliorate the situation.
Okay, time to make some yep.
You have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response puts me far more at ease. I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Town appearances have been recently reported. I hope you won't encounter too much trouble overcoming them.
Relax. We'll be back before you can say Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Okay, Imperatic Sumbrosa Chapter Act 2, Transient's Dreams.
The sacred sakura's in danger again, huh? Who'd have thought? Keeping the sacred sakura safe was Kazari's greatest wish, and now these mangy mutts are trying to destroy it. Time to teach him a lesson.
Kazari itu yang world quest yang dulu itu ya kan, yang cleaning sacred sakura itu kan.
They're attacking the sacred sakura. Stop them!
Terus tiba-tiba ada gitu datang.
Torn to oblivion.
Kan, udah gue duga ada langsung datang ya. Iyalah, ini kan questnya dia.
Shogun? Wait, no! Could also be A!
Hi A. I think this one is A sih. Ya nggak sih? Kenapa aku masih takut ya mau lanjutin tuh kayak maju mundur gitu loh buat nyelesain, karena takut kalau bad ending. Meskipun aku suka cerita yang berbau angst gitu, yang hurt and sad, whatever that is. Tapi entahlah, sedih juga, tetap bakalan sedih sih. Suka tapi sedih, gimana ya. Oke, let's go.
Oh, it's
Ya,
you
bener,
two.
A kan? Hai A. Hai A. Your wife is here A. Aku berhasil ngulangin A. Kamu seneng kan sekarang? Please tell me you're happy now. And please don't die. Please. Okay.
It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Commission crisis.
Yeah. And what are you doing here? I mean, you're a god. And apa ya? Ini bukannya tugas bawahanmu. Maybe ku Sarah. Kenapa kamu harus ikut turun langsung gitu? Okay, let's see.
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right?
Udah kelihatan itu A. Udahlah. Udah kelihatan itu A.
You sure made short work of them. That was amazing.
What brings you out this time?
I'm making early preparations for what is to come.
What is it? What is it, eh?
Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past.
Itu pas quest yang pertama kan? Story questnya dia yang pertama, yang kita jalan-jalan kayak orang kencan, pacaran, dating simulation. Yang mana orang-orang pada gak suka. I know.
Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
Finally. Oke, jadi setelah itu dia kayak mungkin senang gitu ya, kayak oh gini ternyata dunia luar menyenangkan sekali, wow hebat. Jadi aku akan menghabiskan waktu lebih banyak di dunia luar, nggak dalam my plan of Euthymia-nya gitu. Ya my plan of Euthymia ya. Yeah, you know what I mean. Okay then.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Yes, it must be.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself.
And then you mean you're here to doing your duties?
Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred sakura by numerous rift hounds.
Ngomong-ngomong, sacred sakura emang di bawah sini ini tah? Ini ada di belakangnya sacred sakura. Aku kira sacred sakura yang ada di tempatnya di shrine-nya Yaemiko. Bukannya di situ? Atau mungkin istilahnya ini akarnya kali ya? Akarnya mungkin.
I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you.
Dan mana yang lain? Maksudnya kamu sendirian? Gak mungkin kan kamu diarahkan ke sini oleh siapa? Maksudnya mana Guju Sarah? Harusnya dia kan generalmu gitu. But the commission and adventurers can deal with monster. It doesn't seem like a matter needing the Archon's attention. The second one, I think.
If the Shogun rather than I were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Ya, mungkin. Jadi kalau misalnya kalau Shogun yang ada di sini saat ini itu pasti bakalan nyerahin ke Shogunate kan? Tenryou Commission or Adventurer or Tenryou Commission. Ya.
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Because I think because she's don't really care about this kind of thing. Like, apa ya? Selama nggak mengancam eternity-nya. Okay, let's go.
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri Commission.
Jadi istilahnya memang menciptakan si shogunnya tuh untuk ya udah hal-hal yang kayak gini tuh udah serahin aja ke Tri Commission, dia nggak perlu ngerjain gitu. Karena dia arkon, jadi kayak ya maksudku shogun kan sebagai vessel dari itu sendiri, vessel dari arkon, dan ya ini bukan kerjaannya dia, tapi karena sekarang yang ada di hadapan kita adalah dia lebih peduli, jadi ya dia turun tangan langsung gitu kan. Oke.
But rift hounds attacking the sacred sakura. It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
Please, apakah ada cutscene memori masa lalumu dan Makoto? Karena di trailer yang anime itu ada sepotong-sepotong ingatannya tentang Makoto kan. Please, aku mau lihat, this is so sad for me, tapi aku suka.
A disaster?
Yes. 500 years ago, a great catastrophe befell Inazuma.
You mean Khaen'riah? Iya sih, Khaen'riah, maksudnya aku kira 500 tahun lalu itu para arkon dan bawahannya ke Khaen'riah, atau Khaen'riah yang menyerang ya? Aku kok jadi lupa. Yes.
Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped being obliterated entirely.
Oh man.
The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the Rift Hounds were always their advance guard.
We're always new.
Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts.
Ya, Khaen'riah, I know.
So you've heard of it too?
Iya, banyak kok yang ngasih tahu ke aku. Aku jadi paham. Sleeve, siapa lagi ya? Karena dia dari Khaen'riah sih. Sebenarnya quest-quest yang lama aku udah lupa.
That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one. But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together.
Alright.
From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more monsters nearby. All of them must be eliminated.
Okay, let's go.
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace Company. Having someone uber powerful on your team kind of makes you feel invincible, doesn't it?
Yeah, we had Arkon on our team, right? Yeah, what bad things could happen actually?
Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask her to tell us more about Khaen'riah.
Iya sih, dia belum pernah cerita tentang itu sama sekali. Yang pas Arkon Quest-nya kan yang nyeritain apa yang boleh nanya ke... Kalau yang sebelum-sebelumnya kan pas di Mondstadt, pas kita nyelesain Arkon Quest, kita bisa nanya sesuatu ke Venti. Lalu pas Liyue kita nanya sesuatu ke Zhongli. Tapi kalau pas Inazuma kita nanyanya ke Yaemiko. Sedangkan Yaemiko sendiri pas Khaen'riah dia nggak terlibat sama sekali. I assumed that Yaemiko itu masih umurnya masih pokoknya umurnya masih kecil lah pas Khaen'riah itu terjadi. Kayaknya dia udah hidup sih kayaknya, cuman mungkin masih masih umur berapa tahun atau berapa puluh tahun. Dilihat dari ekornya yang ada 5, dia kan berarti masih umur 500 tahun. Gitu kalau kepercayaan dari kitsune ya. Satu ekor berumur 100 tahun. Itu yang aku tahu sih. Correct me if I'm wrong.
This color! It's similar to the color when the sacred sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
Oh ya bener, ini rootnya, akarnya kan.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing?
Iya, apa itu?
Huh?
Monster? Wait,
What's this?
what? Hantu? Orangnya udah mati, tapi kenapa dia sendiri yang berdiri tegak? Yang lain kok udah mati? Apa itu? Is someone injured? How terrible. Is someone injured?
Could they be dead
Kan?
people?
Arwahnya
It
gitu ya?
wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on our journey.
Yeah, Surumi Island, I know. Dead people, arwahnya kayaknya. Arwah dari orang mati emang ke Sacred Sakura? I don't know, okay.
But why would they appear here?
Hey, please tell us something.
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
Ayolah, kamu, you are God. Kamu pasti tahu sesuatu.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
Hai, Kitamura.
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Yes, please.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
We are people from whatever.
Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling you there's no escaping them.
I know. Ini arwah dari orang mati yang pas dulu berperang di 500 tahun lalu kan? Iya kan? Once you're in their sight, I'm telling you, there's no escaping them. Ya, sepertinya
We
sih.
will defend Inazuma until our dying breath.
Kamu udah mati BTW. I'm sorry to tell you, but you are already dead. Please, just go to heaven, please.
You don't know?
Kan bener kan?
Inazuma is engulfed in darkness.
You don't know Inazuma? Iya, itu terjadi 500 tahun yang lalu. Kau sudah mati sekarang.
Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They're merciless, ferocious, and they will devour everything in their path.
Is it? Berarti kan Ria tuh mengerikan banget ya?
Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll devour it all.
Pantas banyak korban pas Khaen'riah itu terjadi.
But look, none of that seems to be going on around here.
Ayolah, kalian udah pasti tahu kalau ini.
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, get out of here now.
Ayo,
There's no time
bilang
left.
lah. Come here,
The
bilang
Almighty
gitu.
Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely on but ourselves.
Wait, does that mean the Almighty Shogun is gone? Itu berarti Makoto saat itu. Yang kutanyakan Makoto sama itu pas Khaen'riah terjadi, apakah mereka pergi bareng? Karena orang-orang kan taunya dia cuma satu orang, bukan 2 orang. Jadi nggak mungkin sih kalau mereka pergi bareng, pasti kayaknya Makoto doang yang pergi dan ketinggalan atau bagaimana.
I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
Almighty Shogun.
It's the Shogun?
Iya. Amin yang mati. The Almighty Shogun is gone. Itu Makoto. That's so sad ya.
You're back!
You're back. Oh, this is so sad.
Please, we beg you. You have to help us. You have to save Inazuma.
How do we tell him? How do we tell him? Like,
Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma will be reduced to a hunting ground for the beasts.
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over? But what do you mean? Shogun,
the music man langsung menjadi sedikit sad gitu kedengaran.
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace, as you will no doubt remember. There are no monsters, nor is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
what? But how? Just moments ago they were everywhere.
How do we tell him? How do we tell him?
I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down. Everything's fine now.
I think I understand. Almighty Shogun, you saved Inazuma.
Ya, pastinya.
Yes, we were right to place our trust in the Almighty Shogun.
Dia nangis.
As long as the Shogun is with us, Inazuma will last for an eternity. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
Dia pergi lagi. Wait, itu jadi kayak arwah penasaran gitu, kayak arwah yang belum terima. Oke.
What's wrong with him?
Is he disappearing? Maybe, yes. Ya bener.
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about. But somehow, Paimon feels all sad and hopeless.
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was buried in the
Oh,
land.
memorinya. Aku jadi keinget Saigo matinya kan kayak dimakan monster gitu ya. Apa ntar aku agak lupa. Pokoknya intinya dia meminta ke monster beast of sin ya. Itu Cio apa Saigo, aku lupa. Pokoknya dia meminta kepada monsternya untuk tetap meninggalkan ingatannya kan, kayak ingatannya jangan ikutan dimakan gitu. Jadi makanya kenapa kita ngerjain quest yang sacred cleansing sacred sakura itu kan dari ingatannya Saigo kan. Correct me if I'm wrong.
The sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the rift hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk and formed a physical entity. An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory.
Oh,
Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words, it cannot exist for too long.
the same thing happened to Duskiming. Duskiming itu yang di Liwe itu ya. Aku agak lupa sih tapi. I see.
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now
Itu kan.
was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma 500 years ago.
He mentioned that the Shogun was absent. He mentioned that Kitsune Saigo was absent. Aku pengen denger jawaban dua-duanya. Gimana ya? Yaudah Shogun dulu.
Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others came from the now fallen kingdom of Khaen'riah.
Oke, jadi masalahnya pada saat itu 500 tahun yang lalu itu nggak cuma ada penyerangan dari Khaen'riah, monster dari Khaen'riah, tapi dari lokal juga. Tapi kayaknya berbahaya Khaen'riah itu ya, karena monsternya kan ya gitu-gitu, serem.
The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late, otherwise it would spread to all of Tevat.
Wait. Berarti the disaster in Inazuma caused me blah blah blah. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late, otherwise it would spread to all of Tevat. Jadi Khaen'riah munculnya di Inazuma. I mean, mereka menyerangnya Inazuma doang gitu. Yang lain enggak. Well, aku agak lupa sih ceritanya kalau di Liwe sama di Mondstadt tuh kayak gimana pas Khaen'riah. Tapi seingatku kalau nggak tahu deh. Aku takut salah berasumsi sih. Oke.
But my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility of protecting Inazuma and mobilize all forces at her disposal to combat the threat.
Oh man. But my friend Kitsune Saigu reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility of protecting Inazuma and mobilize our forces at her disposal to combat. That's why we saw the animals on her trailers when Saigu is disappeared. Aku mau screenshot dulu. Jadi itu kenapa ya pas di karakter teasernya Raiden, pas si bagian Saigunya menghilang itu si Raiden dan bersama hewan-hewan kayak Yoroi kemarin ada, terus ada siapa tuh yang anjing tuh lupa aku namanya. Pokoknya ada macam-macam hewan di belakangnya Raiden kayak siap membantu Raiden, siap membantu untuk menyerang musuh, gitu kan?
I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
Why is this so many?
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in Khaen'riah?
Let me think for a moment. Jadi Inazuma diserang, disaster happened in Khaen'riah, berarti I mean mungkin gini ya kali ya, Makoto itu pergi ke Khaen'riah untuk melawan dan mungkin ada di Inazuma untuk menyerang Inazuma, gitu kah?
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end,
Saigu ternyata.
Kitsune Saigu sacrificed her life to protect the people.
Oh, mukanya sedih, screenshot. That's why you seek for eternity, right?
I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to believe that she kept her promise to me until the very last. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left great wounds that are still felt to this day, both on the land itself and in my heart.
Oh man. Aku masih kuat ya yang lanjutin ini, sumpah. I love A so much. That's why I have this. Okay. I'm sorry, A. She looks so hurt. And I can't, like, oh, my little Meo, please.
Hey,
Oh, is this loss that Yaimiko mentioned? Yes.
Yes. For the longest time, I couldn't bring myself to face the pain of that loss. All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive.
She means erosion, right? And powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive. Ya, menyesal sih dia nggak maju gitu, karena kayak dia biarin Saigu yang pergi berperang dan ya endingnya Saigu mati. Please, I'm sorry.
But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I realize I cannot fixate on the past forever.
That's true, You're no longer stuck in the past.
When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries. A glimpse of human potential. Everything far exceeded my expectations. Moving forward inevitably invites further loss, but also new encounters.
Ya, pastinya sih.
Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, he still chose to keep fighting for the sake of moving forward. All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But perhaps the future they were hoping for is not the eternity that I once strove for.
Absolutely. That's what being human is about. Karena human, mereka nggak hidup sampai nggak kayak kalian. Mereka bukan immortal, jadi mereka nggak bakal seek for eternity. Absolutely.
As Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their wishes.
Finally, berubah.
Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on this land, your noble souls now rest in this earth. I will never forget you, and all that you did for Inazuma.
he's taking all this pretty hard.
Yeah, she is.
Come on. Let's keep investigating the damage to the sacred sakura.
Well, okay. Sun Whoopir.
Something seems wrong with A.
Shogun, no way, Shogun, no, please, no, don't, no, please, not now, Shogun, no, please, not now.
Why would you ask that?
Balik lagi ke A.
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize them all in one go! No?
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy.
No, pasti. Aku tahu, kayaknya kamu takut. I know. Kayaknya kamu takut ngeluarin swordmu. The apa ya namanya? Aku lupa loh, sumpah. Aku nggak hafal sama nama-nama senjatanya dia tuh. Pokoknya ngeluarin swordnya itu karena kamu takut Shogun bakalan ngambil consciousness-mu, ngambil kesadaranmu kan. Dan akhirnya ya udah kamu terjebak lagi di sana, plan of Euthymia-mu, dan ya di pedang itu, dan Shogun yang mengambil alih tubuhmu sekarang.
Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn at any time. I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area, I must make sure I have the strength to face them.
Kamu cuma mau kita nggak khawatir kan?
Makes sense. Spoken like a seasoned shogun.
Nggak Paimon, dia tuh cuma mau kita nggak khawatir. I'm telling you, Paimon, I'm telling you.
The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need to tell the Yashiro Commission
Kok tadi
about
tiba-tiba
this.
berwarna itu? Kok tadi tiba-tiba berwarna karena kayak healing itself,
The
tuh kan?
same light is leaking out again.
Oh, ndak, ada yang keluar. Ada arwah yang keluar lagi. Blind Grandpa?
Furuyama?
Furuyama?
Is that you?
Siapa dia, Tea Master.
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy's talking about 500 years ago too.
Iya, Paimon.
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue.
Oke. Aku bakal referensi dia untuk fanfictionku.
Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brews some of the very finest tea in all of Inazuma.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in Your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with all the skills that are required of me. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest.
Iya. Perkenalkan, namaku Traveler.
I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest.
You're already dead, Grandpa. I'm sorry.
After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do?
Let's go along with what he says.
Yeah. Sheesh. There's monsters everywhere out there. It's pitch black and loads of people have been injured.
I see. So, they have fought their way this far already.
You already know too?
Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. So, I decided to stay.
That's why you are dead. Grandpa, I'm sorry.
And now the Almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason to run away.
Jadi itu kenapa kamu mati ya?
Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly run to then?
How come you're not panicking?
People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having unfinished business in life. But me, I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets.
It's like you're saying that my time has come.
The Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart, a true dreamer.
Is he talking about Makoto or A?
One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes,
Makoto.
fades,
Yes.
disappears completely over the passage of time. And so, people must make the most of the life they have, seize the chance to enjoy it while it lasts, and have no regrets in the end.
Ya, ini pasti Makoto. Ya karena kayaknya bukan tipe yang bakal cerita-cerita kayak gini sih. tipe yang bakal berperang gitu di medan perang, dan bukan yang telling a story, something like that. Okay. That doesn't sound like it. Oh, I know. Ya kan? Sudah gue duga. This doesn't fit the definition of eternity. Because what he was talking about is Makoto, not A.
So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless wonderful things in life, and have no reason not to be satisfied.
Okay.
Perhaps you are right.
Jadi kebayang Makoto lagi deh.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun for the last time. What a pity. I'll never get to see what Inazuma looks like after the almighty Shogun rebuilds it anew. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now. But to me, it went dark a long time ago.
That's dark joke sih. Yeah, it went dark a long time ago because you're blind. I'm sorry.
Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then, I'd probably be a hopelessly befuddled old so-and-so by then. So, never mind, eh?
Berpikir keras. Screenshot.
Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me rambling away to my heart's content and forgetting to serve the tea.
Yes, please serve the tea, the ghost tea.
The almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. A truly egregious loss of decorum.
Oh no.
One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set? I hope the others didn't smash it to smithereens in their hasty departure.
Can't see a tea set anywhere around here.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. Goodness gracious, what a fool I'm making of myself.
We know where to find a tea set.
I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves. That would be most discourteous indeed.
It's okay, Grandpa.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No, no, no. Your humble servant implores you, not with the war raging outside.
This place is complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house in your memories. Leave it to us.
Why is she so beautiful? Hey.
But, well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the almighty Shogun to personally collect my tea set for me. I can't decide whether it's a final regret or a final stroke of good fortune.
So, we are
Where should we
buying...
go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now, but at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much, and it makes Paimon so sad.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there.
Iya, nostalgia. Gimana gak nostalgia? Itu berhubungan dengan Makoto.
After my eyes went bad, many aspects of daily life became much more challenging. But I always wanted to be a competent tea brewer right to the end. But now, it looks like I have to rely on you.
Ya,
It's the Traveler. And the
The
Almighty
Shiro
Shogun.
maksudnya. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Almighty Shogun is here.
How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
Please call Ayato.
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Wait, mana? Mau screenshot. Hey.
Oh, sure. I'll fetch that for you right away. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, Almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord about your visit immediately.
Ayato?
And the tea set. I'll bring that here as soon as it's ready.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the Traveler.
Ya,
Please, fetch the tea set at your convenience.
panggil aja Ayato. Aku pengen lihat Ayato in real in game. Oh.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the Almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Okay.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions.
Kenapa kita nggak sambil duduk gitu loh di sana, di sini lo kan ada tempat duduk. Kan enak kan kalau sambil duduk, kenapa harus sambil berdiri gitu, nggak capek apa? Ya udah. Was it really you that the master used to serve? No, it's
I've been
Makoto.
wanting to ask that too.
It was Makoto.
The Almighty Shogun that he described didn't sound anything like you at all.
Didn't sound anything like you at all. Yeah, it was
I
Makoto.
seldom had the time to drink tea.
Kan,
Any free time
seldom.
I had was spent practicing martial arts.
Itu kan, bener kan? Emang gitu, kayak lifeless lah hidupnya. Cuman, ya begitulah. I love so much.
So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon, who was also my sister, Raiden Makoto.
Makoto. Uh-huh.
He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it.
Serius? Dia tahu aslinya? Mungkin dia kayak ada punya hint kalau misalnya Raiden Shogun tuh ada dua, karena memang sifatnya beda banget mereka. Tapi dia pura-pura gak tahu
The
gitu.
philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
I just can't. I always screenshot. She's so beautiful.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Memang.
Indeed we did. It was the biggest difference between us. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. The yearning for a better future held by living beings.
In other words, ambitions and not eternity, like. Serainnya bagus banget sih. Ini kenapa ada kayak aurora gitu ya? Asap-asap, apakah ini pertanda bahwa
They are similar, but not identical.
Like you and Makoto.
When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. This somewhat shook me.
Ya pastinya sih. Selama ini kamu gak pernah lihat yang kayak gitu, dan mendadak kamu melihat itu, ya jelas.
Now, it seems like she was right, while I took the wayward path.
Oh,
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
Ya.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary, more abstract than an ambition. An ambition is a yearning for something material or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature and will be replaced by a new ambition in due course. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something innate, rooted in instinct. In other words, it is something eternal.
Yeah. We know that we know that Makoto emang seperti itu sih.
That's quite a lot to take in.
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes. I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving forward and evolving? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity she set out with.
It seems more in line with how humans view the world.
Yes, it does. I always thought that she must have grasped some elusive, arcane wisdom to arrive at the conclusions she did. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least, an elegantly simple one. Notwithstanding that it was also the more prudent choice, based on a more mature, far-sighted outlook.
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
Sepertinya begitu.
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity. But now, I no longer cling to what was lost. I suppose that means our differences have been reconciled.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in particular should be fit for your excellency's use.
It's quite beautiful. Thank you.
Mana aku aja gak lihat. Bisa-bisanya bilang kayak gitu padahal aku gak lihat. Oke, terus.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the Almighty Shogun.
Sudahlah, terima saja.
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty chill.
Soalnya yang ada di bayangannya dia tuh Shogun, bukan A.
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama waiting too long.
Let's go.
Hey, where'd he go?
Jangan bilang dia sudah pergi ke dunia sana.
He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself, would he?
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long, as was the case with the memory we saw earlier.
So we won't get to drink his tea?
Paimon, kenapa yang ada di pikiranmu itu? Aduh. Bikin sendiri, nanti aku yang bikinin dah. Nanti aku yang bikinin. Gampang. Bisa.
We didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
Paimon.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate.
Bisakah kau bertemu dengan Saiku or Makoto? Let's make our own tea.
This chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. Perhaps I should try my hand at making us a pot of tea.
No, please, no. Yang ada nanti hancur berantakan, meledak atau apapun itu. No. Please, no. Don't. Let me handle the tea, please. No. Please, I'm begging you. Please, no. Wah, parah. Hancur nanti.
I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. I doubt I should have any major problems doing it myself.
Serius, jangan, no. No, please. Someone, please tell her. Oh.
The tea is ready.
Bisa
Please
kan?
give it a try.
Kan dia nggak bisa masak. Dia kan nggak bisa masak. Dia kan...
So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it.
You don't need to, I
You're right.
understand.
But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me.
Ya pastinya sih.
I've been reminded of many people too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even further back.
Galau dia. Jadi anak
Back at the
emo.
Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably lighthearted. But now, I'd like to broach a heavier topic, if I may.
Go on.
The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu, they also took Makoto away from me for good.
Ya. Apakah bakal ada cutscene kita melihat masa lalumu? Aku
She
berharap
died
sih.
in that disaster too?
Iya, I know.
Yes,
Oh kan?
she went to Khaen'riah alone without
Bener.
telling me.
Bener kan? Bener berarti dugaanku tadi ya. Makoto yang pergi ke Khaen'riah dan yang melawan monster yang di Inazuma. That's why Makoto died. And A is still alive. Without telling her. Ya karena Makoto tahu kalau Makoto bilang ke kamu, ke A pasti bakal ngelarang. Pasti A bakalan dia yang maju aja gitu. Can I take this until the quest is finished? Like, okay.
Unlike me, Makoto was no
I
martial
know.
artist.
That's why dia lebih cepat,
Whenever
gampang mati
similar
lah.
crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead.
Ya makanya Makoto kayak kasarannya nggak kuat gitu ya, nggak kuat buat ngelawan monster yang di Khaen'riah. Jadi ya she died. It's tragic.
But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or perhaps it was more that she went ahead of me, put herself in front of me, so that I would remain hidden. In any case, by the time I realized what was happening,
Jadi itu gak tahu ya kalau disuruh ke Khaen'riah. Jadi maksudnya bukankah Celestia yang nyuruh Arkon untuk pergi ke Khaen'riah? Ya kan? Untuk menyerang Khaen'riah. Kan Celestia yang nyuruh. Mungkin gak tahu tentang hal itu dan akhirnya Makoto yang berangkat. Dengan harapan Makoto ingin tetap selamat, maybe. Kuatkanlah hatiku.
yes, it was too late. I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath.
Lihatlah mukanya, muka sedih banget loh. Oh my god. I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath.
She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind. As far as you're concerned, it would be somewhere similar to the plane of Euthymia.
Jadi bisa masuk ke pikirannya Makoto, seperti I entered into her mind. As far as you're concerned, it would be somewhere similar to the plan of Euthymia.
It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions.
That's why she seek for eternity.
Why did she go to Khaen'riah first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me?
Suaranya lu udah sedih banget, udah mau nangis itu. Oh my no, my little meow meow.
It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely and brought it back to Inazuma.
Wait, what? Jadi I saved her realm of consciousness. That's mean istilahnya menyimpan consiousness-nya Makoto dan membawa balik ke Inazuma. Jangan bilang itu yang membuat bagaimana si Shogun bisa diaktifkan. Don't tell me,
That's quite a story.
When I
Indeed.
returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know
Wait,
as the
appeared?
sacred sakura.
Oke, jadi dulu itu 500 tahun lalu tuh belum ada. Sakura tree-nya tuh belum ada. Yang di sini kan, ini kan, itu belum ada. Jadi baru muncul begitu kejadian 500 tahun lalu itu baru muncul setelah. Wow, what a fact.
That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about.
Wait, gimana? Bentar. Let me think for a moment. Back. Time immemorial. Jadi, menurut orang-orang di sana, itu pohonnya udah lama ada. Tapi itu nggak tahu tentang hal itu sama sekali. Makanya dia pas balik-balik kaget loh. Kok ada pohon sakura besar di sini, jadi sacred sakura? Atau jangan-jangan ada semacam magic di mana orang-orang tuh like human being itu bisa dimanipulasi ingatannya. Jadi kayak mereka menganggapnya tuh udah ada, tapi sedangkan yang tahu itu sebelumnya nggak ada tuh ya orang-orang jadi kaget gitu. Lah kok kamu ya gitulah. Okay.
No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air.
Tuh kan. Kayak orang-orang itu kayak dihipnotis.
In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness.
Oh gitu, ya dari Makoto.
With the help of the sacred sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monsters and quell the disaster in Inazuma.
Jadi kesadarannya Makoto itu membuat Sacred Sakura itu ada gitu aja, like in an instant, and dengan istilahnya jadi A sendiri tuh dibantu oleh Makoto secara nggak langsung untuk mengalahkan monster-monster yang ada di Inazuma. Bahkan di detik-detik terakhirnya, bahkan meskipun Makotonya udah mati, dia pun masih memikirkan tentang aku suka sih bondnya mereka, maksudnya gimana ikatan persaudaraan mereka itu sibling ya itu kuat banget gitu. Okay.
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
Simply put, Makoto's power somehow made that tree appear, ya. Emang.
Yes. She had such a great love for this land and for its people. In this respect, I still do not compare to her.
What a lovely god she is, right? She was, maybe, yeah.
I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. Facing the fact that she is gone is unbearably painful.
Hey, you must face the fact, like you must face the truth in here right now.
But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
It seems like you've done a lot of thinking about this already under the pen of separation.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person,
Have you seen my brother before? Finally, please, give us something. Please, give us like a hint maybe. Dan bilang no, I don't know, kayak yang lain. Alah, kalau nggak gitu nggak mau cerita karena takut sama Khaen'riah. Let's see. What's this going to talk about this?
Brother? I had heard that you were looking for your family.
Iya memang. So, what's your answer?
You mean to say that he was somehow involved in the Khaen'riah disaster?
Dia nggak tahu ya? Masa nggak tahu sih? Tahu lah.
based on what we've learned so far,
It seems so, yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already over.
No, dan pun nggak tahu sampai kapan kita mau traveling sejauh ini, kayak ya sampai SNES aja sih. Which mean maybe like 4 years after. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already over, ya. Jadi tidak. Ya.
And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma and the fate of those closest to me. So, I am afraid I can't help you.
As always, the Archons.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
That's
but
a
it
shame.
can't be helped, I guess.
What a shame, yeah.
Boy, both of you have experienced great tragedy.
Why didn't you say girl instead of boy? We are here girls.
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the tea master's memory.
Let's taste it. But I'm afraid maybe I need some maybe like medicine, like I don't know.
Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
Emang dia bisa
Wait,
masak? Dia kan nggak bisa
Let's
masak.
keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
Oh, aku kira langsung berperang. Hah,
Once again, please leave them to me.
please kasih aku healer.
Hey, are you sure you're alright? You're scaring us.
Fear not. Fighting is what I do best.
Shogun, suaranya Shogun tuh tadi, suaranya Shogun tuh, Shogun. Ini yang barusan ini Shogun nih, Shogun. Jadi pas bertarung Shogun gitu yang mengambil alih atau gimana? Fear not, fighting is what I do best.
Remove all obstacles.
There is. Eh?
Are you alright?
What? Oke, mulai terjadi. Kenapa dia posisinya kayak gitu? Please, no.
Hey, maybe you should leave this one to us.
You don't look too good, yeah. Shogun take over.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just take a breather and get your strength back. We'll deal with the monsters.
Not we, Paimon, but I myself. You're just watching from afar. Oh, there's another one.
Look, that's the same light again.
Time for another trip down memory lane. The shoulder.
Where am I?
Kita nggak mau ditemuin sama Saigu kah, please?
Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too!
Yeah, it's me.
Are you injured, Your Excellency?
Yeah.
I'm quite all right. Just feeling a little stiff.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Kalian
Come on,
bisa kan?
men! They're coming back for more! Let's get them!
Don't! It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never would have taken up arms to begin with.
Itu tadi yang pertama, yang tadi itu harusnya suaranya Shogun loh, sumpah. Iya gak sih? Serius, soalnya selama ini aku main sebagai Raiden main dan aku mendengarkan semua voice line-nya dia, itu jelas voice line-nya si Shogun, bukan voice line, I mean suaranya si Shogun beda gitu, ada bedanya, lebih deep daripada si Shogun lebih deep.
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak, we will draw on the power granted to us by the gods.
Is that a vision?
Well,
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for us to honor that.
oh, wow, what a loyal sovereign.
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
So full of hope. Yeah.
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. You're right here with us. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts. This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh?
Tersenyum loh dia.
Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this.
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Aku udah mati dulu. Kan? Ini Sri bisa melakukannya.
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely before.
Thank you all.
Hey.
Are you okay? Maybe you should keep resting.
I'm fine. I feel much better already.
Hey, please settle your business with your puppet.
You fought phenomenally. It was truly awe-inspiring.
Thank you.
The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more than a few Rift Hounds this time. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and regroup with the General's forces as soon as possible.
When everyone sees the Almighty Shogun safely returning, their spirits will be lifted.
Well, what are you guys gonna do?
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We cannot afford to let them get any further. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any number of monsters that come our way.
Good. Tadi apa ya? Tadi tentang apa? Aku udah lupa. Great thanks, I appreciate
Just
it.
leave it to us. Fighting is what we do best.
Sama kayak A. Fighting is her best.
But the Almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present state of affairs. Only Her Excellency can turn back the tide of despair and lead us onward into the future.
Pastinya. Recording.
No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place our faith in the Almighty Shogun.
Why, A?
Thank you all very much. I promise you that I will create a bright future for Inazuma.
Ini pasti di titik ini pasti dia berubah lagi. Maksudnya, bukan berubah, maksudku dia pasti pemikirannya udah berubah lagi, udah bukan seek for eternity lagi. Cuman karena dia bertemu dengan orang-orang di masa lalu yang seperti ini, aku yakin pikirannya pasti berubah.
I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this moment forth, know that I shall be true to my word.
Kan?
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long as we live.
You are already dead. I'm sorry.
With you leading us, we will claim back everything that Inazuma has lost.
Glory to the Shogun!
Mereka menghilang. Glory to the Shogun. Glory to the Shogun.
Glory to the Shogun!
Man.
They're gone.
Was that a promise to them or a promise to yourself?
It was both.
It was both.
The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked their splendor. The grief blinded me to how brightly they shone in their final moments. The result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, I have dishonored their will. You could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, because they are but disembodied memories held in the ley lines. But even so, they are due a resolution. I owe it to them, and to all the people who have placed their faith in me to date.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years later, you're doing right by them now, and that's what counts.
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is my basic duty as Inazuma's Archon, and I have neglected it for far too long. I used to think just like that samurai, that I was first and foremost a warrior, and my only duty was to face whatever challenge came my way. But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior is someone like Makoto.
Makanya dia somehow ini membuatku keinget ya sama cerita pas Archon War, kan mereka berdua sama-sama berperang bareng, cuman kan yang ngalahin semua dewa yang lain, God yang lain kan cuman A yang menghabisi mereka semua, dan mengorbankan dirinya biar Makoto yang bisa diangkat ke Celestia, biar Makoto yang bisa menjadi Archon. Lalu setelah Makoto resmi menjadi Archon, Makoto mengembalikan istilahnya menghidupkan kembali agar bisa tetap bersama dirinya. That's so sad. Itu ada BTW, ada bukunya BTW. Kalau mau yang tahu, ada bukunya itu. Diceritakan di situ kalau misalnya itu yang mengorbankan dirinya biar Makoto yang diangkat ke Celestia, biar Makoto yang jadi God of Inazuma. Karena bagi memang yang dibutuhkan oleh Inazuma, yang dibutuhkan oleh humans itu Tuhan God seperti Makoto, bukan seperti dirinya. Makoto lebih wiseful maybe, something like that. Okay, let's go.
Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she would have done.
Bener humans are worthy of your trust.
Yes, they are. They are strong and resilient and have much to be proud of. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. This will take time, but eventually, the future will bring healing to the scars of the past. No matter how long it takes, I am committed to bringing this to fruition. This is my promise.
Nice, Nice.
Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. It does not appear that the threat will escalate for the time being. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work, such as investigating the origins of this incident and tending to the root system.
Alrighty then, let's move on.
Wait.
He looks calm on the outside.
Bentar.
Paimon bets her emotions must be all over the place right now, huh?
Kenapa aku merasa di sini titik baliknya mungkin Shogun yang abis ini mengambil alih atau?
She seems to have changed a lot since we last met her.
Iya, bener.
Huh?
Tuh kan? Feelingku gak enak.
Come on, keep up.
Tuh kan? Udah Shogun, ganti Shogun apa gimana?
What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
It's the Shogun.
My body... I can't move it.
Shogun nggak memberikanmu kesempatan.
It looks like the situation is more serious than I thought.
Do you need take a rest or we should go back to the city?
No need. She
is
calling me. The time has come.
Billingmu udah habis, Billingmu udah habis, minta tambah lagi, minta lagi ke Shogun. Shogun nambah 2 jam, 3 jam, 1 hari dah, seharian. I'm sorry. Okay.
Can you help me walk?
Sini aku gendong. Aku suka rela kok untuk menggendongmu, bener.
I need to go to the cave below the Grand Narukami Shrine.
That is the domain. That is where the domain belongs, right? Jadi udah memutuskan untuk bertarung langsung dengan Shogun di sana.
Why? What's in there?
Kok yang nanya? Kok yang nanya? Aku baru sadar. Itu suaranya Paimon tadi, tapi kenapa yang nanya? Mihoyo, kamu salah. Mihoyo ngebug atau gimana? Maintenance biar dapat 300 primo gems lagi, please. Wait, itu bukan
a battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past and take the first steps into the future.
Jadi itu tempat dimana itu terjadi masa lalu itu, dan dia mau istilahnya diawali dan diakhiri di sana. Let's go. Farewell to the past. Farewell to the past.
We're finally here. The entrance should be nearby.
No, please don't die. Tiba-tiba muncul gitu aja.
Where'd the Torii Gate come from?
Are you alright?
It's getting worse again. But it's fine. I'm happy. I'm about to put an end to it all. This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. The entrance to Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness.
Raiden Makoto. Oh man. Don't tell me yang berperang. I mean, yes, the puppet. It's Raiden Makoto's consciousness. Like, you're fighting with your sister. Oh no, oh no, 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 please, no, 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 Mihoyo, no. Can I do this? I must do this. So I can crown my yay. I should do this, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Itu kaos kaki kalian basah. Oke, jadi dia di sini ya diawali dan diakhiri di sini kan. Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness. Ya.
It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with this body as I please.
Suaranya beda sama yang di trailer. Ini lebih kayak kesakitan, kalau di trailer biasa aja suaranya. Nah.
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto?
Please don't tell me bikin Shogun itu dengan consiousness-nya Makoto. Jadi dia bakal ngelawan her sister. No, please. Terus diaktifin gitu, bisa ngaktifin sendiri dia. Apa gimana? Oh, benar.
Follow me.
Kenapa kamu nyuruh kita follow? I mean, kamu sendiri aja sana masuk, aku takut. Oke, let's go.
Where are we
Oke, continue dulu. Oh man. Whew.
I'm dizzy. Where did we get sucked into this time?
Let's go.
Whoa. This place.
It does look a lot like the plan of Euthymia, yeah.
Look over there.
Adakah Shogunnya?
It's another A.
It's the Shogun. It's the Shogun, right? The Shogun A. The puppet A. Right?
We meet again, traveler.
Dari suaranya, iya ini suara bener kan Raiden Shogun?
This body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Oh, aku salah nebak dong. Dia bawa pole arm. Raiden Shogun bawa pole arm. Berarti yang di trailer aku salah nebak. Aku kira yang bawa sword pas di trailer tuh aku kira itu Raiden Shogun karena kelihatan dingin banget gitu. Sedangkan yang nggak tahu lah. Ayo kita coba mainnya aja.
Paimon knows that voice. Is that the puppet?
Yeah, it's the
You
puppet.
have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct, don't you?
Thus, you will become my enemy. Aku keinget lain itu yang ada di story di profilnya A, di profilnya Raiden itu ada more about A, maybe kalau nggak salah, more about A ke-5 apa kalau nggak salah, ada lainnya. Thus you have become my enemy kalau nggak salah gitu. Let's go.
But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion? I'm here to show you my answer.
Suaranya kelihatan beda loh, sumpah. Kalau yang Raiden Shogun tuh lebih deep suaranya, cuman kalau yang A itu lebih light, like gimana ya ngomongnya? Gitulah.
We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
Berarti yang tadi aku di awal salah dong. Maksudnya yang aku kira tadi di awal tuh voice-nya si Raiden Shogun, kirain bakal keluar di situ dia. Tapi ternyata itu juga. Soalnya suaranya mirip banget sama Raiden Shogun. Sama-sama deep gitu. Berarti aku salah tadi. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone. Ya, nggak usah kasarannya, nggak usah banyak cangkem. Ayo kita gelut aja lah.
Wait. The atmosphere in here just took a turn for the worse.
Iya, begitulah.
Are you alright now?
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her eyes.
Jadi nggak bisa keluar seenaknya gitu.
But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. She cannot affect me in this way. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Let's go.
Hyman gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff. Not like this. It's a bit extreme.
Ya nggak salah sih. Emang setiap orang pasti punya perkelahian dalam dirinya sendiri, dalam pikiran, dalam pikirannya, dalam hatinya, ya gitulah. It's a bit extreme, because they are gods. I mean, the Shogun is, and the puppet is just a vessel, but still.
Hey, showdown with the Shogun? Never thought we'd see that day.
Dan aku sangat bersyukur sih kayak bisa melihat pertarungan mereka antara the creation and their creator. Yeah, the creation and the creator, like the puppet and the master. It's gonna be epic.
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity. It shall not be easily swayed.
Pastinya.
I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something?
Dibilangin mereka tuh sama-sama warrior. Gelut aja wes. Isn't someone who lives herself an escape route.
But they both just want the best for Inazuma.
Yeah, it's true.
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun.
Oh wow, aku mau screenshotin yang banyak. Ini keren banget sih. Ini bakalan keren banget sih. Wow, let's go. My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, and in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is cohesive embodiment.
It inherits A's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach eternity. Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion.
Ya, itulah tujuanmu dibuat. I know.
Determination, courage, love, hatred. All of these will be degraded and distorted by the incessant flow of time. Only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice but to overcome. You wish to make yourself my enemy?
The voice from the trailer. Woo. You wish to make yourself my enemy? It's your creator, Shogun. It's your creator. It's your master. Let's go. Let's fight you.
I am your past, the everlasting law, the
The
guardian,
guardian of eternity. Ooh. Wow. Let's go.
And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A.
Oh my god. Oh no. Let's go. I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A. Okay, this is gonna be so cool ya. I'm sorry. Aku screenshotin terus. I'm sorry.
In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni maiden was cut down and disgraced.
Oh, ini Maiden. Proud mighty
Though
Oni
your blade
Maiden.
has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did.
Wait. Sabar. Aku belum bisa lagi bacain lainnya. Jangan dulu. Wow.
Illusion shattered!
Oh, no.
Inferior. Strike
Wait.
dead!
Oh no. Oh, the music, bro.
Inferior.
Oh no, the music. Let's go.
Now you shall perish!
Untung gampang kalau di sini.
Absurd! Shine down!
Mungkin nanti kalau jadi domain bakalan
Sweep
susah
the
sih.
lands!
No. Oh no, aku lupa harusnya ini. I'm sorry. Oh no. Bentar. Sumpah aku penasaran. Ini bakalan ini Amin nggak ada perubahan dari Mihoyo ya? Nggak ada ya? Ini sama seperti karakter yang aku punya kan? Nggak ada perubahan.
Illusion shattered! Dead! Inazuma shines eternal!
And
Sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
oh no, aku juga ngehil.
Thunder! Shine down! Your verdict is decided.
Harus pintar-pintar nge-dodge.
Torn to oblivion!
Saya kirain bakal segampang itu.
Illusions are but distractions.
Oh, don't tell me. Dia yang mana ya? Coba dari sini. Oh no, salah. Let's go here, maybe. Oh no, the music is so good. Oh, kamu di sana.
Thunder! Inazuma shines eternal! The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time.
Tapi dia ganti jadi sport loh.
Inferior. Illusion shattered!
Berarti dia kadang ganti ya? Kadang pakai polam, kadang pakai sport gitu.
Now you shall perish!
Wah, pathetic, epic sih. Aduh, ada shit.
The eye sweeps the lands!
Oh no, lupa. Pasti nggak bisa. Oh, bisa dong.
There is no escape!
No.
Torn to oblivion! Lightning falls on the land of eternity!
Oh, no.
Erase all threats! Illusion shattered!
Aduh, ini sama kayak dulu pas ngelawan di pelangan
Be
sebelumnya.
gone! Shine down! Lightning, obey me!
Masih belum. Oh no.
Illusion shattered! This world A fleeting shadow. Weak. Pathetic.
Weak. Sorry deh.
There is no instructions.
Ini bagus banget sih.
Illusion shattered. Euthymia crumbles before me.
Have you finally defeated her?
No, pasti belum. No, pasti. Nggak pasti.
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled.
Pastinya sih. Sorry.
But how long can your will remain strong?
This is so cool.
How the heck?
Surely the Shogun puppet isn't.
In this realm of
Matanya
consciousness, her
bercahaya loh.
existence is tenacious indeed. She was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living beings,
Wow.
including you and me.
Jadi dia nggak bakal bisa digoyahkan.
Then, does that mean this is gonna be a never-ending battle?
Pastinya.
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. The future I shall forge will be a grand undertaking, one that will be resistant to erosion. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change, and Inazuma can never move forward.
Ya karena itu tujuan utama mau membuat Shogun puppet. Aku suka banget sih ngeliat matanya bercahaya kayak gitu.
This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many times we must fight, I will defeat her.
What will happen to Inazuma in the meantime?
500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them out like the diseased wood of an old sakura tree, so that new, healthy branches might spring to life in their place. It is about time that I learned to trust them.
But can you bear to leave humanity to go alone? Everyone looks for the Shogun for hope.
I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity, a short moment for which the Shogun does not exist is nothing to fear. I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. However long the battle may last, it is but a drop in the ocean of eternity.
Secara nggak langsung dia melakukan ini untuk Makoto. Harapannya Makoto.
I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day return. This is my oath. Please, be my witness.
Kenapa nggak orang lain? Maksudnya kenapa nggak orang lain yang dari Inazuma? Kenapa harus kita sebagai traveler? I mean, where is Yaemiko? Like, dia juga harusnya tahu gitu, ya nggak sih?
During my absence, I place everything in Miko's hands.
From the trailer, yes. Jadi, istilahnya dia udah tahu kalau bakalan lama bertarung dengan Shogun. Lamanya bisa jadi berbulan, bertahun, centuries, I don't know. Dan selama itu pula Shogun ataupun itu nggak ada di tempat, alias God of Eternity, God of Inazuma itu nggak ada di tempat, nggak ada di dunia. Mereka berdua ada di sini, di consiousness-nya, di domain inilah. Jadi semuanya diserahkan ke Miko. Apapun yang terjadi dengan Inazuma udah diserahkan semua ke Miko.
But this means that...
Also from the trailer.
Pass on my words.
Dia dikeluarkan dari domain, kita dikeluarkan dari domain. Oh my god. Serius? Ya kan? Ya enggak? Ya enggak sih? I mean, ya kita dikeluarkan dari domain, jadi biarkan. Pasti kita disuruh ke Miko. Tell me, kita disuruh ke Miko, ya enggak? Kayak mencari cara gimana kita bisa membantu dari luar.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we do? Are we really just gonna leave A in the
Enggak,
Shogun
kita
to
pasti
keep on
ke
dishing it
Miko.
out in there forever?
Kita pasti ke Miko. Ya, tell me, kita pasti ke Miko. Dan mungkin dari sana entah Miko melakukan semacam ritual yang bisa membantu A. Maybe.
She was making sense, and maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still.
But this cannot be the only way. Has no physical. Kan bener. Dibilangin kan. itu nggak punya physical body. Jadi semuanya itu bergantung pada dia menang atau kalah dari Shogun atau gimana pun itu. Intinya dia itu nggak punya physical body. Jadi kalau misalnya mau keluar dari domain ini kan dia cuma ada consiousness-nya doang. Jadi harus bisa ngalahin Shogun, entah ngalahin secara harfiah, maksudnya ya kayak si Shogun N gitu, atau kalau nggak gitu harus bisa ngubah pikirannya Shogun, entah mengganti definisi eternity itu lagi atau kayak gimana, pokoknya itulah intinya. Has no physical body anymore.
Also, A can be pretty stubborn at
Emang.
times and has a history of rushing into difficult situations. What if she gets too obsessed with winning and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen, and then she might never leave again. Yeah, we should help her out, like we did last time. The quicker she gets through this, the better.
Let's go.
Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, help her win the fight?
Miko. We need to get Miko.
Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen to A while she's in there. Oh, but we also can't get in there anymore. Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't feel Paimon now.
Nah,
Okay,
kan?
maybe if
Told
we
you.
go ran into it at the
Miko,
same
kita harus ke
time
Miko.
really, really hard.
Kita harus ke Miko. I told you.
Oh, you're right. Paimon nearly forgot about her.
Ayo, let's
Who
go.
knows if she really understands these consciousness realm playing thingies more than we do?
Kan yang
but there's
ngajarin
no one else
Miko.
we can turn to. All right, up the mountain we go.
Kan yang ngajarin Miko. Aku ingat banget dulu pas Arkan Quest. Yang ngajarin tuh Miko. Kan Miko bilang, jangan lupa siapa yang mengajarimu how to place. How to place your consciousness in objects. Bukan masuk ke consciousness-nya sih, cuman ya pasti dia tahu lah. Pasti Miko tahu lah. Gak mungkin gak.
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. You're all tangled up in another situation and need me to unravel it for you.
Tahu aja. Tapi ini tentang Tuhanmu. Ingat, your God. Like you say it in the trailer. My God.
I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first few times.
Ngomong-ngomong tiba-tiba menyala terang gitu.
But you're always smiling.
But you're always smiling. True. But you're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand? Nitpicking my turns of phrase. The sheer audacity.
Yeah, we know that.
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's
She's fighting with her puppet. Yang itu pasti tahu sih.
Okay, I see. So, Ace decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date.
Dia kayak santai banget ya ngomongnya. Kayak nggak kaget. Oh, ya aku udah mendukanya dia bakal gitu. Oke.
Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable. Presumes her sheer will can see her through. despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak of her abilities. Yes, that sounds like A, all right.
I really love her. Okay.
You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now?
The duel is more serious than anything up till now. She rushed into it without thinking.
Rushed into it without thinking. Well put. Oh, she acts like such a child sometimes.
Iya, kau udah bilang dari awal dulu banget kalau emang dia such a child.
So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help? Who gave you that idea?
Myself. Because you're a close friend to her. Yeah, I assumed.
Is she playing dumb?
Yeah.
She's doing this on purpose, for sure.
Emang selalu. Seperti yang Yaemiko kita kenal. Ya, seperti yang Yaemiko kita kenal.
Aha, you're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness than you do.
No. So, meeting you now is pointless.
All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred sakura, and from what I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of euthymia.
Leno, is the foundation?
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. You're the ones who have actually been there, so you tell me. What was it like?
I wasn't paying attention. I didn't notice any difference.
Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. It'll just be a little difficult to explain things later on, that's all. First things first. Follow me to the entrance.
Okay. So we're gonna go inside again? Are we gonna go inside again? Tapi gate-nya udah ada di situ ya tadi, barusan.
Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a question of how crafty I need to be.
Suaranya sih enak banget. Sumpah.
To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so I can sense her rough whereabouts. In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm, I can still send you to where A is.
Jadi Miko tahu gitu ada di mana? I mean, ya memang istilahnya nggak bisa lokasinya tepat ya, mungkin ada kayak range berapa kilometer, istilahnya kayak GPS gitu kan. Bagaimana bisa kamu melakukan itu?
So, it's abstract, but has a location, but you don't know where it is, but you can still send us there. What?
Ya, semacam itu sih.
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put this simply. Right now, she is surrounded by chaos.
How did you know? Anyway, I'm still curious about that.
Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, you could be swept away by a giant wave that sets you down in an unknown corner of space-time.
Oh, wow.
This is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much safer if you place your consciousness in a physical object first.
So, we need to do that? Like, placing my consciousness in object?
What? Alright, well, I'm seeing you then. You two can go in.
In your dreams. In your dreams. Aku bakal bilang itu kayak yang Yaemiko bilang ke kita. In your dreams.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal?
Wait a minute.
Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now, I shall send you on your way.
Please tell me kamu juga ikutan masuk. Jangan bilang kamu nunggu di luar atau gimana. Apa Omamori? Bukan. Oh, dia bisa dong.
I say.
What is
Oh,
it?
nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. My suspicions have been confirmed. By the
let's
way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside.
Or heartfelt wishes?
Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
And kamu nggak ikutan, jadi kita doang ya. Okay.
Well then, the door's open. Hop on in.
Please, aku padahal pengen Yaimiko juga ikutan
I'll
masuk.
stay outside and provide
Tuh
what
kan?
stability I can. I'll be ready to respond if anything happens. I'm placing my god in your capable hands.
From the trailer. I'm placing my god in your capable hands.
For my sake and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
For my sake and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing.
Okay, we will not fail.
That's enough chatter. Get to work.
Get to work. Enak banget. Sumpah Miko, kamu harusnya masuk. Kamu yang lawan dia. Kenapa mereka nggak ketemu lagi ya? I mean face to face in game? No? Please? Mihoyo? Oh, from the trailer.
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Oh my. Wow. Man, this is the best thing I ever seen this so far. Oh, from the trailernya ini, tapi nggak ada traveler. Scene-nya tuh ini yang dari, makanya aku sempat salah, ternyata itu nggak ada traveler. Okay, now I understand.
How can this be?
Ask your girlfriend.
You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And how come you have not changed at all in all these years?
Don't tell me you are already fighting for years.
This is a duel to remember.
Yes.
It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Your will today is as strong as it was back then. Over countless battles, not once have you lost, and never have you shown the slightest hesitation. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration too. You bring honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Now these two return once more to this space. An inevitability of fate, perhaps.
Nah, mulai sekarang aku udah gak bisa bedain lagi sih suaranya Shogun dan A. Sangat mirip sih. Susah.
Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago.
Let's go. Let's go.
Final duel? So you're
We're
finally
finally.
willing to... Stand back, traveler.
Are you going to put an end to all this? Maybe, yeah.
I'm going to be the start of something new.
Wait. Jangan bilang itu. Jangan bilang yang puppet yang gede itu A, not the Shogun. Or
The time our duels took to fight
Oh, no,
was
no, no.
long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations.
oh enggak, bener, maksudnya yang dari ini namanya Magatsu Mitake Harumi Makoto.
Energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn day into...
I'm sorry, ngomong lagi coba. I'm sorry. No, aku cuma mau ganti makanan, please. Sumpah, maafkan aku. Musik. Makananku habis nih nanti lama-lama. Bentar.
And the will in the land, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush dreams.
Wah, patos nih.
You have endured. I will endure forever.
Karena nggak punya shield, nggak punya apa, aku kayaknya harus makan. Let's use this one. Yeah, let's use that one. And also this.
Witness the final calamity. There is no escape.
Nah, ini maksudku. Aman, sejahtera.
Followed by blade.
Duh, musiknya parah, bagus banget.
Inferior.
Ow.
Illusion shattered.
Damn, she's so hot. Even though it's just a puppet, but still hot.
Shine down. Eternity is in my hand.
Okay. No.
There is no escape.
Hindarinya gimana?
The will I carry within me will never be eroded nor destroyed.
Ampun. Wait a minute. Kita gak bakal mati tau.
Shine down.
Aku udah satu loh hatiku, kayak gak mungkin banget gitu hatiku satu. Tapi ya,
Inferior.
kalau gitu aku mau makan tau gitu dari tadi ya.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Oh, you're so cool, man. Oh no. Witness the final.
The final calamity.
Look. Oh my god. Damn, she's so hot. Aku kalau jadi bangga juga bisa ngebikin puppet.
There is no escape. Inferior. Remove all obstacles. There is no escape. Shine down. Inferior.
Tapi takut juga intinya aku. Tapi bakalan nambah sendiri ternyata kan harus makan.
Purge all obstacles.
Witness the end of apa tadi ya judulnya?
This
Finally.
is the end.
Yes.
You have won.
Ya, dan kau bagaimana ini lanjutannya?
I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless, and I underestimated your spirit.
Maybe.
But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the future.
Akhirnya
You
learned
need not
something.
worry about the future. And you aren't alone. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, I would have lost this duel for sure. Yet, my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. I now carry the gaze of the myriad of expectant eyes that look to the light in the heavens.
Berarti tiap kali ulti, tiap kali kita burst dan matanya nyala itu A.
And
Harusnya.
whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Muso Ishin.
Muso Ishin kan pedangnya nih. Pedangnya Makoto.
The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me, to encourage me. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and unfamiliar power. This power is beyond the limits of my understanding.
Suaranya langsung beda. Kan aku bingung kan. Kadang bisa bedain mereka, kadang enggak. Suaranya entah berubah-ubah sedikit.
This blade belonged to Makoto.
The previous kok ada
Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when I truly understand and believe in her.
Perhaps it can only respond to me when it's full power, when I truly understand and believe in her. Dikasih tanda the previous Shogun.
When I clasped Muso Ishin in my hands, I had the feeling that she was by my side once again. It was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one. Makoto barely wielded a blade in her life, and yet her blade brings me closer to her. You have my approval.
Finally.
Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules.
Akhirnya dimodify nih akhirnya.
From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant.
Happy ending? Okay, thank you.
I won't design any more rules that can never be changed.
Ya, bakal kesusahan kalau nggak gitu.
You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool. You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow.
Oh no! Oh yeah, please. Aku seneng banget sih kayak, wow. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow, ya. Finally, happy
The
ending.
duties I perform will not change. But as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future.
The chance to fight like this again. You mean kamu bertarung lagi sama A?
Do you say this because you have not yet reconciled yourself with your defeat? It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting? Like, for real this time?
Like for real, ya. What happened? Muso Ishin is glowing. Don't tell me memorinya A sama Makoto
Hello,
yang...
A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness.
Oh my. I'm crying, no, Makoto. Hey. Oh, Makoto, finally. This is what I wanted for a long time.
I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces.
Still suaranya Eneyatku. Oh, Makoto.
Makoto?
Oh. No, this is heartbreaking one. But also heartwarming, yeah.
I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end.
Jadi Makoto tahu kalau A mungkin bakalan apa ya, kayak Makoto nungguin A biar A bisa sampai ke titik ini.
I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released.
Hujan. The thunder speaks. The will of the shogun. Itu will be released. Yeah.
A convoluted way to reach you, but... well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait until you came to me. But... you never mentioned this to me.
Ya mungkin biar kamu sadar sendiri,
Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time, to dissuade you from your pursuit of stillness. Did you know what was about to happen in Khaen'riah? I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore.
I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore. Jadi semua Archon tuh nggak bisa menghiraukan adanya eksistensinya Khaen'riah, makanya mereka pada kesana gitu ya, untuk berusaha mengalahkan atau memerangi Khaen'riah, yang aku yakin disuruh oleh Celestia itself. Hell.
In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long we have been separated before this reunion, and I don't know what Inazuma has experienced in the meantime. But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. And I'm sure you must have wanted to shed tears many times along the way.
Banget sih pasti.
Don't look down on me.
No, hey, still stubborn enough.
See, you admit it.
Oh, mereka, andai kata Makoto masih hidup, mereka pasti pasangan saudara yang cukup erat.
It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Something to soothe Inazuma's pain.
It was Makoto's. Oke, sebenarnya aku dapat leak tentang kalimat ini, dan awalnya aku mengira ini A yang bilang, jadi kayak dia mau say goodbye to this world. So it was Makoto then. Well, happy ending, yeah. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you, something to soothe Inazuma's pain.
Here, take it, before my last shred of consciousness fades away.
So it was really Makoto. Soalnya aku kirain itu yang ngomong kayak gini, kayak I'm afraid she will die. Dan ternyata itu Makoto. Ya, meskipun aku juga sedih sih kalau Makoto, berarti consiousness-nya bakalan hilang habis ini.
But it is you who must take the most important step.
Dia bakal memberikan apa? Gnosis? Enggak lah.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really?
Itu apa?
Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, A? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh?
Now I'm crying. Now I'm crying. Oh.
Goodbye, Makoto.
Oh no. Sedih. Sedih, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past.
The best story quest I ever have. For me, yes, for me. Dan di sini ini Shogun atau A? Ini Shogun atau A?
No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
Thank you.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is much more profound than mine. Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin to touch on eternity, the concept of time becomes murky.
So wonderful things ya. Kalian bertarung itu sangat time was moving forward and backward at the same
A
time.
place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. So that was the turbulence I was sensing. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time without any problems. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
I don't fully understand yet. But my intuition tells me that the reason for everything, it's that seed.
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto's power alone.
What do you mean? Saigu? Mereka
I know
bersatu
what you mean. Perhaps Makoto got a higher power involved in all of this. But whatever the explanation, her solution is what saved us all.
Kayak aku pernah denger Istaroth deh, tapi aku lupa itu apa ya? apa salah satu god dari Celestia atau apa, aku lupa, sumpah aku lupa. Aku pernah denger Istaroth di quest Inazuma, di questnya Enkanomiya nggak sih ada pembahasan Istaroth, cuman aku nggak nyambung banget itu.
Without the sacred sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred sakura, but to me, it has always been there.
Sama berarti ya, Miko juga taunya itu udah dari awal ada di situ
You've
sacred
tried in the
sakuranya.
past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred sakura and Makoto's consciousness. But unfortunately, you never did persuade me, did you?
No. But I understand why now. It was because the sacred sakura hadn't even been planted then.
I see. Jadi sacred sakuranya tuh belum pernah ditanam.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it does now?
The sacred sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
Kan ya bener berarti apa yang aku pikirkan tadi. Jadi ini istilahnya karena Yaimiko adalah head shrine, jadi dia punya hak untuk pohon ini, dan akhirnya dia ya udah dibikin aja kayak gini, terserah dia gitu kan, seperti maunya dia. Dasar Yaimiko, emang selayaknya Yaimiko yang kita kenal.
Now we see who's pulling the strings.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages to thank for how it appears today.
Kok aku nggak percaya ya kalau dia cuma bercanda. Jangan-jangan itu memang beneran kenyataannya tuh, dia sesukanya dia aja gitu.
And obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in that same time, centuries of battling took place on the inside, did it not? Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you?
Is that significant?
At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed anomalies in the flow of time within that space.
Anomali kayak apa deh?
Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Simply establishing a location was not sufficient. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the intersection of all that you were wishing for. The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A. So this time, it looks like thanks are due to you.
Yeah, you're
Does that
welcome.
mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness what was going to happen?
Oh, an inevitable of fate.
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So it was a great shock to me when the traveler reappeared. My first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You came for my sake, to help me reach the best possible outcome. You too have my thanks.
Yeah?
You have done much for me, and I will never forget it.
You're welcome.
A, how are you feeling now?
Oh, hey, how are you feeling now? Oh, man.
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Oke, so body istilahnya ya, body mereka cuma satu akhirnya, tapi mungkin consiousness-nya mungkin bakal berubah-ubah tergantung situasi. Kalau misalnya A lagi mau di luar, ya dia bakalan yang ada di publik. Tapi kalau misalnya mungkin pas bertarung atau apa, mungkin digantikan Shogun. Maybe. That's my assumption.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your emotions. Have you managed to calm down? After all, you saw Makoto in there, didn't you?
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her.
Aku pengen lihat lagi sih nanti videonya.
I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, of course, but I've made my decision to move forward. I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She predicted all the ways in which Inazuma's future could unfold, all the way back then.
Yeah, Makoto is a great god. You knew that.
She even factored my immaturity into her plan.
Iya. Yeah. Makoto seems sangat tahu tentang A sampai bisa menebak kalau ini pasti bakalan kayak gini, pasti bakalan kayak gini. Aku mau punya saudara kayak dia.
It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day.
Makoto was brilliant, but you made a crucial. Makoto was brilliant.
I just planted a seed.
Aku gak bilang apa-apa. Aku cuma bilang Makoto brilliant. Your will and hers were both indiscernible.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing!
The final act might be a simple one, but getting there was the result of countless efforts coming. Just because the cause and effect ended.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge from the shadows cast by the events of centuries past. Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future, and both are indispensable.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you. I graciously accept them.
Iya, karena memang biasanya Yemiko gak kayak gitu kan.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a word I say.
Makoto said the exact same thing!
Iya, memang emang gitu keras kepala, stubborn enough.
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to maybe take the position of Shogun for a couple of days?
Mukanya kayak Great minds that think alike. I wonder, does that qualify me to maybe take the position of Shogun for a couple of days? Mukanya kayak Stop it, Miko, stop it.
Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
Oh,
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. Then, we will give careful consideration to the future.
Yeah.
After that, I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Finally, finally.
Really? That's huge news!
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, there is no further need to keep the nation under lock and key. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma.
But out of those challenges will be born new.
I'm looking forward to it.
Done? Is it done? Oh my, already. Oh my. Jadi dapat apa? Dream Sakura? Di mana ya liatnya? You gonna... perhaps when that person's will change. What does it mean? Makoto, Shogun, or A?
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
Okay, about the challenge.
Abolishing the Sakoku decree has a myriad of implications. It would be folly to say that it will be all positive, and there will be no negative repercussions. For example, I can foresee the outside world posing a threat to Inazuma's businesses. These are the issues that I must work to solve.
Hey, you're thinking about this all so conscientiously. I've only got as far as wondering whether I'll be able to sell entrance tickets to the Grand Narukami Shrine in the future.
Oh, Yamiko. Yamiko will be Yamiko, for sure. You're thinking about this also, because I've only got as far as wonder whether I'll be able to sell entrance ticket. Miko, kebiasaan emang.
Honestly, Miko. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
About the gaze of the gods.
Makoto's gaze was always fixed on the people of Inazuma. I always assumed it was because that was her duty. But now, I see that hers was a gaze full of delight and hope. It was not just a duty, but a joy too. She loved humanity very dearly.
Yes, she is.
If the people of the past deserve the gods' attention, then so do the people of the future.
Indeed. No longer will I ignore their passions and dreams. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them. To put it bluntly, it was constant torture, with no end in sight. Faced with an endless battle, I had to remain focused at all times. Had my concentration lapsed for but a moment, the Shogun's blade would have taken my life. Safe to say, were it not for my previous experiences in combat, my skills would not have been up to the challenge. I would most certainly have been defeated.
Okay. Jadi susah banget intinya ngelawan Shogun.
And through it all, you also had your part to play.
Thank you.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma,
About the damage
but
of
I
the
am
sacred
prepared for
sakura.
them. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I will be sure to remind the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions of their duties in this regard.
Masih diserang
It's
tuh.
not only the monsters that I am worried about. I'm concerned about what else might escape from the sacred sakura.
That's a tough one, all right. There's plenty more besides memories held in the ley lines.
Since you clearly understand, perhaps you could think about making an effort too.
Masih gak mau.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
She was pleased.
Yamiko said nothing of the sort. And the traveler has some nerve making up spurious claims about her while she is still present.
Gak mau ngaku dia, gak mau ngaku. Oh no, Miko gak mau ngaku, malu apa? Miko said nothing of this sort. Oh Miko.
Some words are not to be passed on.
Malu Miko.
Trust me, you don't want to know the cost of betraying me. Just think of the things I said to you as our little secret.
Okay.
Understood.
I'll keep my mouth shut. Yeah, I will keep my mouth shut. I'm sorry.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna tell you, tadi Miko bilang kalau dia memintaku untuk menyelamatkanmu, dan dia bilang, my God, you. Jadi dirimu itu dipanggil my God sama dia. Isn't that so sweet, eh? Please.
Nothing. Ooh, I suddenly want some fried tofu.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
Miko said she was placing her God. Miko. Kalau Yai sama kah? Let's see.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma,
Oke, udah bakalan
but I
beda.
am prepared for them.
Yai Miko said nothing of the sort. And the traveler has some nerve making up spurious claims about her while she is still present. Some words are not to be trust me.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Ooh.
Many challenges still lie ahead for
Emang kalau misalnya, okay, so it's done. Yeah, it is. Let's see. Pasti aku udah bisa nge-unlock Yaemiko. Take a stroll around Hanamizaka. Okay, that's all untuk quest Imperatrix Umbrosa chapter 2. Act 2. Finally kelar juga. Aku nge-record 3 jam setengah, tapi mungkin nanti kalau udah aku edit paling mungkin 2 jaman. Okay, thank you for watching. See you on the next video. Bye bye. Next video Yaemiko. Bye bye.